Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I haven't uploaded in a while. I know, I'm sorry, I've been kind of sick, but I'm gonna try to get through this video super quickly. I want to make a very quick tutorial video about something that's really cool and that I've done once before, but it did really well on Instagram and people really wanted to know how I did it. So I'm gonna put like a 4-minute timer right here just so I can get through this quickly. So I'm going to teach you guys today how to do a day to night transition. And it's a super cool way to show the same scene both in the day and how it looks different at night. I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm going to jump right into Lightroom and show you how I did it. Okay, so first things first, you need to take the same picture from the same spot, the same location, but one in the day and one at night. And number one tip is use a tripod. So you need to use a tripod because you don't want to move. You want to keep your scene the same because eventually you're going to put it in Photoshop. You want to put the layers above each other and you want to make it easier for you to stack these two photos on top of each other. The second advice that I can give you is go right before sunset, set up your tripod, take a bunch of pictures during the day, right around golden hour, and then just wait a couple hours and take a few shots at night. So in my case, I have these two pictures here. I have the first one, which was taken during the day. This is what it looked like, and after processing it, this is what it looks now. I know I exaggerated the oranges, but I wanted it to look like a day picture. Second photo is the night photo, which in my case we had a full moon and we got super lucky. It was pre-planned obviously, but if you have a full moon, if you have stars or anything, it's gonna make your scene pop more and it's gonna look nice. So third tip, have an interesting subject. This is how it looked like before processing, and this is post-processing. Not a lot done, just trying to make it look like a night photo. Fourth quick tip that I can give you is have a main subject and a very big subject in the middle. In my case, it's the CN Tower. In your case, if you're in Paris, it's probably the Eiffel Tower. If you're in Tokyo, it's the Tokyo Tower. I have no idea, but yeah. Just have a main subject in the middle, which is common in both photos. So when you go into Photoshop, you can layer them on top of each other and you can do the split right down the middle. All right, that's pretty much it when it comes to Lightroom. It's basically just basic editing. You edit your first photo as a day photo, you edit your second photo as a night photo. Then what you want to do is you want to import both these photos into Photoshop. So right click, edit in, open as layers in Photoshop. I already did that. So now here we have our two photos. All right, so when you have your two photos, obviously in my case, they are not perfectly aligned. What you can do most of the time is you can go to Photoshop file, you can probably auto align these images. But in my case, I tried that and Photoshop had a very hard time aligning these images on top of each other because, well, the camera moved on the tripod because the lens was very heavy. So that was one mistake. So make sure your tripod is very steady and it doesn't move. So in this case, what you can simply do is you just go to the top layer, you go to opacity and you change your opacity to like 40%, 30%. And what you want to do is you want to transform your image after changing the opacity. What you do is you hit Command T or Control T if you're on Windows, and you can now transform your image. You hit right click and you can use warp, and you want to warp your image to make sure that the CN Tower in this case matches, like they align on top of each other. So in my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this up quickly, warp the images, make sure they're stacked on top of each other, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you're happy with your stacking of the images and your warping and distortion, you can just bring the opacity back to 100%. And what you can do is you can basically just crop your image. So you hit the C go to the crop tool, and now you can crop your image. You can crop it 4:5 or 16:9, and there you go, 16:9. You want to make sure you don't crop the outside parts, so you just want the images that are stacked on top of each other. Hit the check button, and there you go, you're done. 2 images on top of each other. Not perfect stacking, but that's the best that I can do right now. Then this is where the fun part comes. You want to hit the help, you want to go to new guide layout, and you want to have 2 columns, and you want to make sure that it is centered. In this case it is not completely centered, but that's fine. Then you go to your rectangular marquee tool, you make a selection, and you hit the mask button. So now you have the 2 images side by side at day to night transition. But this is still kind of rough, so let's clear guides and let me show you what I mean. So this is a very harsh transition, so we need to feather it a little bit to make it smoother. So what you want to do is you can go here and you can write properties, and you can use the feather to smoothen the transition. And once you're happy with your transition, so let's say around, yeah, I'm happy with around 75, 76. And there you go, your image is now done and you have a day to night transition. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a very quick video. I hope I managed to finish before the timer ends. Thank you so much for watching. If you like, I hope you subscribe. I hope you press the like button. Thank you guys for enjoying my content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.